As a parent, you already know how unique each child is. At RLAS, we value each student's individuality, their natural talents, their personal preferences, and their particular needs. If you've watched our videos on grading and assessment, you already know that our whole teaching system is built around giving each student enough time to learn at their own pace, and a variety of opportunities to show what they know. For instance, we adjust our instruction based on how students are progressing, and we also allow students to retest when they need another chance to show what they know. How else do we show our value for each student's unique learning needs? One of the biggest techniques we use is called differentiation. Basically, differentiation means giving students multiple ways to access learning. In class, a teacher might present material in multiple formats. For example, he might show a visual on the board and go through a printed version and explain it verbally and have students explain it to each other and link in a video clip. All of these different formats work together to help students access the material in multiple ways. Eventually, students start to learn which ways work best for them. Maybe they learn more when they see information visually using charts, graphs, pictures, and videos. Maybe they learn better through reading and annotating. Maybe things seem clearer when their peers explain it to them. Either way, we want to build that self-reflection in our students. We want them to think about how they learn best. And here's why. If a student knows what learning methods work best for them, they'll be able to use those methods again and again throughout all subjects and grade levels, and they'll be more successful in school and beyond. Me, I learned when I was a kid that I need to take notes. Other people can remember things without notes, but I can't. So I made sure to take notes throughout high school and college because this was the trick that worked for me. Our students need to figure out how they learn best. As technology becomes an increasingly essential part of our education, we also want to use it to meet the needs of each student. Our many apps and educational programs allow teachers to send out different activities to different students, each one targeted to the student's particular needs. For example, a teacher could assign grammar activities on the iPad to some students, while having others reread a story from class. She would make that decision based on what formative assessment data told her about each student's mastery levels, and the students can all work on these simultaneously using their devices. Many of our digital programs even have gamified levels that don't allow students to move on until they master the skills at a lower level. This works like a video game to students, but it's actually a differentiation technique that adjusts pacing based on mastery. Differentiated instruction can also refer to the ways in which we allow students to demonstrate their learning. When you and I were in school, we probably took a lot of tests, and that was the only way we could prove what we learned. That's not how we operate here. Sure, we do give tests, but we also know that tests don't always show what every student can do in every situation. We're building out a much more diverse assessment system, including project-based assessments and real-world applications of academic concepts. Think about things like art, music, debate, business, and career and technical education. Wouldn't you have a better sense of what students learned through performance-based tasks like projects, recitals, and proposals than through a paper test? If you could watch students debate ideas with each other, for example, that might tell you a lot about their powers of analysis. Watching an investment pitch from business class or seeing a robot made by engineering students can tell you a ton about what they know. As we grow our PLTW and career-based programs, we'll naturally be incorporating many different types of assessments into our curriculum. And we're also working with teachers of core subjects to think about how students can demonstrate mastery in addition to the standard, and still helpful, paper and pencil tests. And that's how we differentiate our instruction for students. Thanks for joining us in the Parent Partnership Library, and we'll see you next time.